Linkages seeks to address a long-standing problem that has impacted young children for decades: the lack of continuity across early childhood programs and elementary schools, which results in underprepared children and schools faced with poor student outcomes. Linkages addresses the lack of collaboration and continuity across early childhood programs and elementary schools by linking early childhood programs with community schools.
What we have in Tulsa is one of these, a great collaborative spirit. And so even though one entity or one agency might be looking at something specific to research or benefit them, there's always a willingness for people to come together and share information.
Linkages has brought to the forefront the need for us to go to parents and to reach out in new ways and do everything in our power to make parents feel comfortable with that initial school experience.
Well, like we said, we are a big agency and we do have a lot of services available for families, but we can't do it all. And the families that we serve within the community, they might be looking for something very specific that we don't offer.
Both community schools and early childhood programs attend to the needs of the whole child and focus on connecting with families. Often, early childhood programs address these needs by enlisting outside agencies and partners in much the same way community schools rely on partnerships and collaborations to provide a range of needed services.
Our attempt was to find out some of the things that we needed to do to help families, parents, teachers, anybody who, and caregivers, anybody who touches the lives of that child before they enter school. What can we do to help that transition into school be more successful for both the family and that child?
We partner with Tulsa Public Libraries, and every other Tuesday the librarians will go to a site and read a book to families, and the families will get a copy of that book to take home with them. It demonstrates to the parents how to read to a child, read a book to a child, but also each week there's a theme to support a literacy skill.
Our partnerships with the elementary schools and the public school districts are huge for our work, especially for these children getting ready for school and getting parents familiar with the education system in the district.
I think our partnership with Tulsa Public Schools through Linkages hasn't been so specific that it's mandated everything that's done in the classroom. We can still be two different organizations that are committed to the overall goals, but we weren't required to execute those goals in exactly the same manner. And I think that flexibility was actually key to the success.
And we will have a luncheon with TPS principals, and this year we're asking for them to bring a kindergarten teacher. Our site directors will attend along with the pre-K teacher. So that will be an introduction, and then hopefully that group, our plan is for the groups to work together throughout the year.
Partnerships between community schools and early childhood programs, organizations, and agencies allow traditionally siloed entities to share expertise about students and families and develop strategies and programs to make their transition from the early learning years to elementary school a success.
I would agree that having management team be the glue that ensures that philosophy is being applied across all grade levels and entities, and having that community schools philosophy that's really become our core ideology. It's how we think about the main business of our school and how we use that as a lens to make resource decisions, hiring decisions.
And really, we all recognize that we want to do what's best for Tulsa's children and for Oklahoma's children. And so what happens is that we all are willing to share those things that would best support children. It's not about what we singly want or desire, it's about what we can do for them, and then how we help the teachers and the caregivers to make that happen as well.
By aligning these systems and creating tighter linkages through collaborative efforts, the transition to elementary school can be much smoother, and young children will be better prepared for a lifelong success.